Hi, my name is Raina, and today I'll be interviewing Wendell T from Louisiana in the United States, who is currently making waves here in the city of Tokyo. Wendell is not only an actor, but also a director, producer, and as of recently, the co-founder and artistic director of a new theatre group called the Tokyo Artistic Theatre Ensemble, also known as TaTe for short. These sound like exciting times, so let's hear more from the lovely man himself. Good evening, Wendell.
Good evening, Raina.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. So,
I'm lovely.
So, first question then. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself. How and why did you end up in Tokyo, in Japan?
Well, in Japan, boredom is the simple answer. After graduating from university, studying theater performance in Louisiana as well as the University of Sussex in England, I really wanted to just travel a bit and just kind of experience life before starting my career.
Okay.
So I took the first job I found out of the country, teaching English here
Like
in
we
Japan.
all kind of do.
Right,
End up
right.
in Japan.
But after 2 years, that need to be back on stage, back behind the stage, involved in theater, just came back, and I quit my job, moved to Tokyo, and here I am.
Good. And as I mentioned recently, you established a new theatre group called Tokyo Artistic Theatre Ensemble. And when I heard that for the first time, I kind of imagined you make your own plays and then cast your own auditions and casting and then present them to a paid audience. So am I close? Or what is it exactly?
That is all exactly right. First of all, I prefer to use the word collective.
Collective.
I know it's just vernacular difference, but for me, the difference between a theater group and a collective of artists, or enclave, or whatever other word you want to use, is that instead of being a core group that has to perform together, that has to do shows together, what I want to do is invite artists to work with us. So that will mean having a few members that are dedicated to some of the early projects. So, for example, and our managing director as well. But I want it to grow so where it's kind of a home for people to come and experiment and play. And one thing that's very important for me is that artists from different backgrounds can put together some work. For example, working with dancers or painters, or not just doing theater, but producing art exhibitions.
Different mediums as well.
Exactly.
To create something kind of unique.
Right. I mean, maybe this is just my personal style as a director, but every time I do a project, I think about how can I involve other art forms, even in a small way. Like, for example, if the program has a painter in Tokyo design the cover, at least that promotes their work. Or whenever I worked with Romeo and Juliet for Tokyo National Players, we wanted to use a DJ to actually bring live music throughout the show. And unfortunately for his schedule, it didn't work out in the end, but we were able to get a lot of music from him. So it's still
providing help in each other to
exactly
create something amazing.
And that's what I want to see in Tokyo. I want to see all of the artists, kind of working together because we all support each other. We all see each other's shows. So we should have projects where we work together.
That's good. And the name Tokyo Artistic Theatre Ensemble shortens down to TaTe, T-A-T-E. Does that have any special meaning or significance?
Yes. When we were thinking about a name, what's in a name? The first thing that we thought about is something that had resonance with both English-speaking communities in Tokyo as well as the Japanese.
Okay.
I want to do shows that actually involve and affect the region that we live in. So we started thinking about characters and different kanji, Chinese characters.
Okay.
And one that I really liked was TaTe, which means to stand or to rise. And it gave me this idea that what we're doing is we're building on what's already there, but we're growing it together, all standing up and making something.
Sounds like a good, solid foundation, a good base.
No, that's clever. I'm going to pretend like I came up with that.
Okay, and do you have any projects in the near future?
Yes, actually. Yeah. So like you said earlier, it sounds like a group that would create new work, and that's something that I find is very important. So next year there are 2 projects that I really hope to get out. One is going to be involving a local Japanese-based artist and doing a work around that painter's work using Tokyo-based writers. So English and Japanese writers.
Bilingual?
Yes.
Nice.
And then after that is a big project that something I've been thinking about for a while, but we're actually on its feet and we're creating the music and writing. But we're doing a musical based on an Akira Kurosawa film.
Kurosawa film musical.
Yes.
I can't quite envision that. And that's definitely something to see in the future.
Indeed, and it will also be bilingual. It's something that I think tells a major story that's still going on here in Japan, even though the film is over 60 years old. So for me, it's a very important story that I want to get out.
To a wider audience as
Yes.
well this time.
Yes.
Do you have anything happening in the near future this year?
The very near future is a show that we're working on right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, actually 2 shows.
2 shows.
So right now I'm directing 2 shows. We Had a Very Good Time, as well as Fifth Planet,
Okay.
both by the same author, David Auburn, who won the Pulitzer Prize and the Tony Award for Proof.
Oh.
Very, very famous show.
Right.
That's actually going on next week, November 20th to the 23rd. And we're actually currently in rehearsal right now, so you came in at a good time.
Busy times for you.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Then why did you choose these 2 productions?
That's a good question. First of all, I had 2 actors I was working with,
Okay.
and we wanted to put something together. And in the same script, there's a series of plays. So, in reading, I'm like, yeah, these are such good stories, and I don't want to just do one short play. I would love to do more. So it involved, okay, this is a great story, this is a great story, this is, I just picked these 2, and now I need to find 2 other great, competent actors, which I'm so grateful I was able to. And we started working on it. One of the stories for me is really powerful because a really dear friend of mine passed away about a year ago, and I was fortunate enough to be on that production as his assistant director. And so not only is it a show that I would love to get out to Tokyo audiences, but it's very personal and in remembrance of someone who inspired me as an artist.
Could you give us a very quick summary about what the 2 stories are about?
Yes, and I'll make it quick since I'm
Okay.
talking a lot. The first story that we're doing is Fifth Planet,
Okay.
and it's about 2 people who meet on a hill, and we find out the connection that they have with each other throughout the course of a year. So it's very interesting to see how their relationship revolves and evolves as they look at the sky, at the stars at night. The second story is called We Had a Very Good Time,
Okay.
and it's about a couple who's a little later in their relationship, maybe 7-year-ish, who take a vacation to an unnamed country, and on their last day they have a big fight and end up meeting 2 locals. And, what's interesting about the show is that the 2 actors in the show are playing 2 characters.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's I think it's a very hilarious. It's very fast paced, and like all 4 of my actors are just fantastic.
And
So,
both are short stories?
yes, about 45 minutes each.
Good. So when and where and how can we actually see these?
Good question. These are going to be playing November 20th to the 23rd in Sangubashi, which is on the Odaku line, 3 stops away from Shinjuku.
Okay.
We're going to be running Thursday through Sunday,
Thursday to Sunday.
each night at 7 p.m., as well as a 1 o'clock matinee on the weekend shows, Saturday and Sunday, at Transmission Theater in
Transmission.
Sangubashi. Information about all these shows can be found on our website, www.tokyoarts.org.
So beautifully said.
Once again, that's www.tokyoarts.org.
In Japanese, we'll say "Sasuga pro desu." Spoken like a true pro. So in this case, do you see each show on each night, or both shows on one time?
That's a good question. It's like a bargain. You get 2 shows for 1 ticket.
So 1 ticket, 2 shows at the same time.
That's right. Well, not at the same time,
But one after the other.
Yes.
Okay, wow. And both are slightly different stories, so you get a variety of something as well.
Yeah, but what's interesting for the audience is to see the connect between the 2 stories, and to see how the author's style is affected, and it's really interesting. You almost think you're watching 2 acts of the same relationship.
Nice. I definitely look forward to it. I definitely will be there to see it.
Oh, thank you.
So that's from November 20th to the 23rd, which is Thursday to Sunday.
That's correct.
Okay. And the evening shows at 7 p.m.
Mhm.
The matinee shows at 1?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And on the weekends between the shows, there will be a director's talk,
Okay.
as well as the cast and crew that may be available to answer your questions. It's I think it's part of getting the community involved in the art making process.
So they can see what happened behind the scenes.
Right, and asking questions or feedback or whatever.
Well, great. Okay, so that's something that's really happening, and you're ready to go.
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
I hope so. Should ask my actors.
I'm sure they're working really, really hard.
Oh, you have no idea.
Then one of the last questions I like to ask about is about the future. Where do you see TaTe in, let's say, 5 years' time? Where would you like it to be, your vision?
That's a good question. And right now, because I have a theater background, that's where I'm starting. But I would love to see it evolve into doing more production work.
Okay.
For example, some singers that I know who have no idea how to book a venue, how to get that process going, how to get the publicity. I would love to help with that. I would love to help with painters, with DJs, with dancers, with any other art form to make sure that the Tokyo art community is thriving and flourishing.
I really hope and pray for its success then.
Really appreciate that.
It'll be something amazing to come and see in Tokyo as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, as you heard from the lovely man himself, Wendell, that the show, once more, could you please tell me the titles?
Yes, the titles are Fifth Planet, and We Had a Very Good Time.
We had a very good time from November the 20th to 23rd. That's Thursday to Sunday, from 1 p.m. on the weekends and 7 p.m. at night. So make sure you grab your tickets. Tickets are selling fast.
Oh, really, yeah, I'm very excited about that.
And it sounds really, really, really good. So I hope to hear more from you again. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Because I know you're really, really busy and getting everything sorted. So.
Yeah, we're actually standing by for rehearsal, so thank you so much.
No problem.
We'll get out.
Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
No problem. Take care.